Hi everybody, welcome to Barça Volume. Welcome to another preview of Barcelona versus Elche at Montjuic Stadium. Guys, we all know what happened last week. We got beat by Real Madrid 2-1, unfortunately. But for the first time in over a year, they finally did it. And it didn't feel great. I still can't get over it. But you know what? It's time to pick up the pieces. It's time to turn the page. It's time to keep going. If you want to win La Liga, you have to know when to get up. And you have to know when to keep fighting. Because ultimately, La Liga, it's not a sprint. It's a marathon. And as much as it hurts losing to Real Madrid, and as much as it hurts dropping points in big games, as much as it hurts, don't get me started. Adding Pedri to the injury list, 4 to 6 weeks, added with the long list of injuries that we already have, we have to get up and keep fighting. We have to find purpose. We have to find extra motivations. That's the only way to compete. That's the only way we can bring pride to the Blaugrana colors and those fans that are going to be in attendance for this game. And everybody who's going to be watching with great passion like me. And remember, last season, we were down 7 points to Real Madrid in January. And we literally won La Liga. It takes grit. It takes pride. It literally takes work. It takes everything you got. And this is what Hansi Flick's men have to show right now. We have to find that grit, that passion within ourselves. Because let's be honest, we have been playing bad this season in La Liga. We've been losing games. We haven't looked convincing when we have been winning in La Liga for the most of the season. Outside that 6-0 to Valencia, we haven't really run over people. But this weekend, we host Elche. A team that's sitting 8th in the table, and they actually started really well this season. At some point in the season, it was Elche and Barcelona, the only undefeated teams. But recently, they have stumbled, and they can be had right now. We'll go over their form. We'll go over their lineups, predictions, injuries, all of it. So if you haven't already, guys, please make sure you subscribe to the channel. Please make sure you like this video and comment your thoughts and predictions down below. Let's get to the meat and potatoes for this game. First and foremost, let's take a look at some overviews and let's take a look at what's going on. Remember, this is a newly promoted side, so they're basically, there's no history right now, right? We don't have any history with them. All we know is the game is at 9:30 a.m. for me. I believe this game is going to be I think it might be like a 4 p.m. in Spain or something like that. Let's take a look of who is predicted to win this game. Of course, I'm going to pick Barcelona. According to Play Football Predict, Barcelona has a 72% chance of winning this game, 15% chance of a draw, and Elche has a 13% chance of winning. So Barcelona here being the overwhelming heavy favorites at the Montjuic Stadium. Now, let's talk about the injury report before we can talk about these lineups. I want to talk injury reports because as you guys can see right now, this is ridiculous, man. This is ridiculous. We have Andreas Christensen, who, by the way, I was looking into hopefully starting in this game. He's out until mid-November apparently. I don't know what to make with Christensen. He's good, he's okay, but he's just not consistently healthy. Now, Pedri Gonzalez, guys, until mid-November as well. Now, be mindful that we have let's see, it's October 30th. I think this may be wrong because they're saying mid-November for Pedri Gonzalez. Pedri Gonzalez will definitely be out for the whole month of November. So I'm not sure why they say mid-November. It doesn't make any sense. It's probably Pedri's not coming back probably until sometime in Christmas, not Christmas, but December, probably the first or the second week of December when we play against Atletico. Hopefully he'll make a comeback then. Now, in terms of Joan Garcia, he's just doubtful. So Joan Garcia here, look for Joan Garcia to finally be back for Barcelona and be available. Some people are saying that he'll play the game against Bilbao or he'll play after the Champions League game. So he'll be back in training. He'll be back and ready to go by the time we play Club Brugge. So be on the lookout to start getting a little healthier as well, guys. Especially Joan Garcia is going to be huge with the build-up play, and he is massive, man. As a shot stopper, as a one-on-one, we need Joan Garcia back to be back on our to our best. Now, Marc-Andre ter Stegen is going to be very interesting. I may upload a short on this situation. What is Barcelona gonna do? He is already back in training. I think he got like another 3 weeks or so. So him and Joan Garcia may be back around the same time. But what's Barcelona going to do with his contract? He's one of the highest paid currently. Dani Olmo is doubtful for this game. He's back in training, but I don't know what's the deal. Is it another injury? Because they're saying calf injury and it's doubtful. So I'm not sure. He's supposed to just be back. Hopefully he'll be on the bench just to add depth to the team. And I was looking to see him in this game, hopefully for like 15-20 minutes, just so that he can get the rhythm back. I'm not saying get the starter job again. Of course not. That will be Fermin Lopez. He is the one who should start. He has scored 4 goals in the last 2 games. Olympiacos, a hat-trick, and 1 goal against Real Madrid. He has to be the undisputed starter for us. But in terms of depth, having Dani Olmo off the bench is ridiculous. So now we have Gavi, which is his mid-January. We can't count on him yet. And then Rafinha with the thigh injury, he's still out probably until the end of November as well. So Rafinha and Pedri may be coming back around the same time. Now, in terms of their injury report, they don't have a lot of players injured. They have Bamboo Diaby, he's definitely out until November, mid-November. Grady Diana, mid-November as well. He's out. Hector Ford, guys, remember we're gonna have Hector Ford and we're gonna have Iñaki Peña back, and we're gonna face them. But Hector Ford is doubtful for this game. I don't know what's gonna happen with him. It may be a game time decision. But guys, it is time to talk about lineups, and it's time to be sincere. It's time to be honest with ourselves. I'm just gonna let it out right now, okay? So this is what I would do. I will start right now basically from scratch in this game and say, you know what? We are going to make changes, and I'm gonna keep this lineup for at least 4 games. That is how we start moving in the right direction. We need to have a group of 4 guys in the backfield who are getting used to play with each other. So I'm going to start with Eric Garcia, a right back. I'm going to bench Koundé. I'm going to start with Ronald Araujo as a right center back, and I'm going to keep him for the next 4 games. And I am going to either start Eric or Cubarsí. It's a push. I don't care who starts. If you guys think Cubarsí hasn't been playing great, that's fine. Let's bench him and let's do Eric Garcia with Ronald Araujo. If we're going to actually stick with Cubarsí, I want to see, like I said, this lineup for the next 4 games. Of course, Balde is back on that position. Now, I don't know what FootMob is doing. They need more employees or they need something. But why is Pedri in the injury report and they're bringing Pedri as a starter for this game? I have no idea. I probably need to start scouting for a new website to use in my future previews. But I will line up Casado and Frankie de Jong. Frankie will be doing the typical Pedri assignment, and then Casado will do the actual Frankie de Jong assignments on this game. So it'll be Casado, it'll be de Jong, it'll be Fermin Lopez. Like I said, 4 goals in the last 2 games. That's incredible. What a baller that he is. He's gonna be a difference maker in this game and in this team. If this team rises up to what we need to be, is going to be Fermin Lopez igniting these troops. And I'm telling you guys, Fermin Lopez is the X factor going forward. Now, of course, we're going to have Rashford on the left. If Lewandowski doesn't make it, of course, Ferran is more than enough to be able to start in this game. Now, Lamine Yamal is a very delicate situation. Lamine Yamal is going with the pubic thing, and this is a very, very serious injury, guys. Leo Messi had it, Berratti had it, and everybody who had it said, this is something that really brings your level of speed, your tweak. You're not as twitchy, you're not as fast, you can't dribble, you can't really move your body the way you want it to because it hurts. So I'm looking at Lamine Yamal that is not 100%. The more we can rest him, what I will do is I will start Ronny Bardghji for this game. I think he has been playing extremely well against Sevilla. He played well. When he's been subbing off for Lamine Yamal, he has done a great job. So I will start Ronny Bardghji, and then if I need to, and if we can't break this game open, I'm bringing Lamine Yamal in the second half. That's just what I will do. Let me know down in the comments what you would do. As far as Elche, they're gonna line up. They're gonna line up right with Dituro. I don't know. I'm very sure. I don't know why they have Dituro. They're gonna have Iñaki Peña on goal. That I know 100% sure. Pedrosa, Petrot, Efar Gruber, Hector Ford, if he can make it on the right, he will be there. Imagine Rashford against Hector Ford, man. He's going to eat him alive. Nito, Redondo, Mendoza, Boyar, Silva, and Joan. This team on the attack, they are very good. They can give us problems, guys. They're very fast. These are warriors. I think they play extremely well. I don't think this is a team that we can just say, well, we're just gonna roll over this team. One thing I do want to say on Lewandowski is I'm very concerned because this team has a pattern now. We have been rushing guys back, and we have done it with Frankie, we have done it with Pedri, we have done it with Rafinha, and we have done it now with Lewandowski. Because if you guys don't remember, people said he was going to be out for a month. A month was supposed to be not till next week, and he is being back early. So either he's been recovering early. I just hope for dear life that he's 100% healthy, because if he's not 100% healthy, Lewandowski, if he's good to go, if he's truly back, which is kind of what I wish that he is, he could be that spark that can help Fermin Lopez to ignite the troops and bring this team back. Now remember, Lewandowski last season around this time he had 14 goals. Now this season he has 4 goals, and hopefully he can just be 100% back, because the way we have been rushing players, I don't like it. Now I do want to talk on Dani Olmo. So he's finally back in training. But him being back on injury might not be the best news for us. But no, all jokes aside, he'll be the first to admit he has been off this season. Poor form, injuries, inconsistencies. But we need to support Dani Olmo, is what I'm trying to say. I think every time he comes back from injuries, he doesn't miss a beat. He never looks rusty. He always looks sharp. There's no hesitation. So hopefully being on the injury report and coming back will get him back into rhythm. Last season, every time he was injured and he came back, he was good. So I'm not expecting, of course, Dani Olmo to start in this game, but if we can get him to play 15-20 minutes, I think that will be great if we're winning this game, just to give him minutes. Now, I'm not saying bench Fermin. Fermin needs to be the starter. If anything, if we're winning, let's just rest Fermin for the following game against Club Brugge, and let's give Dani Olmo a few minutes. So I think Fermin Lopez has absolutely been a baller. He has earned the starting role at Barcelona right now, and let's be honest, he has been fearless, direct, and great in front of goal. Has been effective, and I love to see that. Now, I do want to highlight Frankie de Jong for this game with Pedri out. Pedri wasn't even going to be able to play for this game anyways because he was suspended with the red card. So Frankie has to take over that midfield completely. So Frankie needs to quarterback this team. He needs to control the tempo. He needs to be asking Pedri what to do. He needs to be asking Pedri for advice for this game, because he needs to dictate, play, lead, because without Pedri, we lose that glue. And if Frankie steps up here, this could be the game that resets his confidence and reminds everyone just how elite he is when he is healthy and 100% and given the opportunity to lead. And of course, I will end with Lamine Yamal when it's time to talk about players with X factors here. Right now, I am just praying that Lamine Yamal can go back to 100%. This is not an easy injury because the pubic injury it's really concerning. Like I said, other players have had it and they say it's very tough to heal and it's painful. It takes time and it takes time off for you to be able to fully recover. And these players, they don't want to take too much time off. They want to stay relevant. And if Lamine Yamal forces it, it could get worse. And this is why I'm kind of concerned. And if he, like, let's say, for example, right, if he's ready, that's great. But he gives us that edge that we need on that right wing. But if not, it's not the end of the world. Look, Ronny Bardghji is a fantastic option. He has shown flashes of brilliance and deserves more minutes. Some people have been saying, actually, overreaction, right? That Lamine Yamal should be benched and we should have Ronny Bardghji instead. I think that is ridiculous if you're looking at it from that standpoint. But if you're actually looking at it from the standpoint of giving Lamine Yamal rest time, like I said before, I think Ronny Bardghji can bring that spark against Elche. If we can't break the block, if we can't break them defensively, then we're bringing in Lamine Yamal in the second half 100%. So now, let's talk about Elche for just a second. Our old friend Iñaki Peña will face us. Look, the guy was sent on a loan to Elche along with Hector Fork. And you know what? They are both coming into this game motivated. They'll want to make a statement. In the attack, they have Rafa Mir. Like I said, he has 3 goals in the last 10 matches. Germán Valera has 4 goals in the last 9 matches. Elche has been pretty good offensively. They haven't scored. They're not exactly explosive numbers, but Elche, they make up for it with structure, with discipline, with defense. They are one of the best newly promoted sides in La Liga as we speak. They are, like I said, they are top 8 team right now. So they are very difficult to break down on the defensive end. Now, their goals they don't score a lot, but they don't concede too many goals either. So this is a team that will come in fearless. This is a team that is going to come out with fight, with grit, and may frustrate us, especially if we're not ready to get out for this game. And don't get me started with Barcelona and early window games. Every early window games we struggle. I'm just glad we're going to be at home. So yes. I think they'll put up a good fight. They'll give us a great fight. But over the course of 90 minutes, though, Barcelona has to show composure, patience, and we should show control of the game. This, my friends, is what I call a character game. It's not about revenge. It's about showing off, and it's about a response. How can Barcelona respond to getting beat by Real Madrid after losing and being down 5 points in La Liga? We need to show composure. And after the press calls you finish, and everybody else on Twitter, everybody's saying that Barcelona is trash, this is where we find out who has fight and who doesn't have fight and who is ready to represent this Barcelona jersey day in, game in, and game out. Remember, last season we were down, we were doubted, and we still came out on top to leave La Liga. That's what great teams do. Hansi Flick needs to remind this squad what it means to wear this shirt. It's not about playing well. It's about representing with pride. So guys, my prediction for this game is Barcelona 3, Elche 1. Like I said before, over the course of 90 minutes, we have control of the rhythm with Frankie, with Casado, with Fermin. I think it's a perfect midfielder for this game. And whether Lewandowski starts, if not, we'll just find our goals through Ferran Torres, who has done extremely well against teams that are not the big name teams. This is where Ferran Torres can look to score, and hopefully Lamine Yamal is fit to play in this game as well. But what I want more than just the scoreline is fight. I want to see urgency. I want to see leadership, because the only way to recover from the Real Madrid loss and to gain our confidence back is one game at a time, one half, one tackle at a time. That is how we do this. All right, guys. That is your Barcelona versus Elche preview. If you enjoyed it, make sure you hit the like button, you subscribe to the channel, and you let me know in the comments what is your official prediction for this game and who will score first, or who do you think will be the man on the match. And guys, I'll catch you guys after the game, after the final whistle, on the usual post-game show on this channel. You can tune in right after the game for my immediate reaction for this game. And guys, I hope everyone has a great weekend, and I'll catch you guys on Sunday after the game. VISCA, el Barça.